Welcome to a long-awaited showdown. Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars, LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Herbstreit. Kurt, let's get right to the action. The Ducks will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the return forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air, it's Bachmeier. First play taking a deep shot. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Brigham Young. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
It's a prime example of how you stretch the defense early in a game. Opening drive, they attack them deep and expose the secondary right off the bat. And not only, Chris, is it a big score, but it keeps the defense honest in the back end and should open up the short and intermediate routes the rest of the way.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Cruz. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking for his big tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Ducks will have to kick this away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. They'll down this just inside the 35. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. And There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Looking deep downfield to the left. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, BYU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now they'll run it on the draw. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They go with a direct snap. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
They're going to go for it, but to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
To throw, it's Bachmeyer. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He could go. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The shotgun handoff here. Across the 30. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. 1st down in great scoring position. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. With the offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk, and if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. To dart to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking for some space. It's Johnson. Gets the first and still running. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. Well run. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to get around at a great spot to start this drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Cruz. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Quick throw to the left. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. He gets loose. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Second down after that short completion. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a tight end who can lay out like that and make a play?
The Ducks are on the move here. Delay handoff. He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Add 6 more points to the total. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 21-yard line. Tried to make something happen on the return. Cost himself 4 yards. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. Touchdown, BYU. They couldn't stop him there.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. Will the offenses continue to dominate, or will the defenses show up here as we begin the second quarter? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Run back in the backfield, and they don't get the carry. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a man. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday, what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. But we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
And that's a solid game before the defense is able to bring him down.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And now they run the draw play. They stop him, but it's a first down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Ending off on the draw play. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. Quarterback drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And he knocks through the PAT. He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a 1-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Grab behind the line, it's right. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Nice grab. It's right. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Gets into space at the 50. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Brigham Young. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Running through the tackle. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Hit as he throws it deep. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Ducks will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. He's running out of time here. And the pass is incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still
refuses to go down. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Scanning the field. It's Bachmeier. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas.
Touchdown, BYU. Still no answer for this offense.
Yes, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. It's a draw to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it with room to run. Now here he goes. Steps out of bounds after a huge gain on the play, but there is a flag down, so we'll have to check that out. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. A short completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? What a catch! Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And the Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 1st down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw again. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Makes the catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass not complete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Defense is coming after him. Wide open downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Thrown to the end zone. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. So the pass interference in the end zone will cost the defense 15 yards and move the offense closer now into scoring position. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking for 6. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. From the shotgun, drops back. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Point after, up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. The pass rush closing in. And that falls incomplete as time runs out on the first half of play. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. A play action looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down just short of the marker. Inches away from a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. The running back here on a direct snap. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, was able to blow this play up.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Look out, whole different game now.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Now the important point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Hand off to the single back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help him just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
First down, looking for more now. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48. BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Cougars hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Brigham Young. This offense is still clicking.
Well, that's his 2nd touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Finds his target, and it's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. He escapes the pocket. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
I like what the quarterback's thinking here, trying to make something happen, but he's got to be aware. It's the first play of the drive. To take a loss like that, well, you really set yourself back on trying to pick up a first down.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Quick dart to the right. He hauls it in, down inside the 30. They finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game of the play. And the Cougars come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looking to scramble. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for first and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The sure hand. It's Cruz. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44. And the Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Back to throw again. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
That completion makes it second and short. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. The Ducks come to the line with first and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Grabbed by the receiver. Creative running there. Excellent catch and run by the senior.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence in what he can do.
Fires it on the move. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Oh, he's bringing it back.
Chris, the defense does exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It's a two-possession game. With this interception and a quick score, they're right back in it.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. And the ball is hauled in. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice gain.
Nice gain. Moves the ball to the 47. Another first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's an out route. The catch made. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31. And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. Looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with a pick. Let's see what they can do here. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Getting set. Here's second down. Leaning on the run game here. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Back to pass. It's Bachmeyer. He's running out of time here. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They wasted opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Coverage team brings down the returner. They come to the line in a wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Looking deep for late game heroics. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Bringing pressure. Hit just as he throws the ball. And is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.